What made 1950s Sci-Fi B-movies Exploitation Films? Imagine a time when movies were made quickly, cheaply, and with a wild sense of fun. The 1950s were just like that, especially for science fiction movies. These films became exploitation films because they used sensational themes to grab viewers' attention. They were made on tiny budgets, often with simple sets and cheesy special effects. Yet, they had a charm that still makes them popular today. These movies targeted young audiences eager for thrills and shocking stories. They played on fears of nuclear war, alien invasions, and monsters created by radiation. During the Cold War, Americans worried about spies, bombs, and the unknown. Filmmakers took these fears and turned them into stories about giant bugs, space monsters, or secret government experiments gone wrong. Most of these movies were part of double features at drive-in theaters. They were called B-movies because they cost less to produce and were shown after the main film. The low budgets meant that special effects were often simple or silly, but that added to their campy appeal. Directors and producers focused on creating eerie atmospheres and intense close-ups to make up for technical limits. They also used lurid titles and shocking scenes to attract audiences. These films often included themes of rebellion, invasion, and destruction, tapping into the cultural anxieties of the time. For example, movies like Invasion of the Body Snatchers reflected fears of losing individuality during the McCarthy era. Others showed giant radioactive animals or space blobs that symbolized nuclear fears. Exploitation elements were everywhere. They used sensational content to draw crowds, sometimes bordering on kitsch or camp. This made many of these movies cult classics. They were not just about entertainment but also about capturing the mood of the era. The innocence of the 1950s mixed with underlying fears about rapid change and new technology. These films are now icons of the decade's unique style of science fiction. They show how filmmakers used low budgets and big ideas to create memorable stories. Their charm lies in their earnestness, imagination, and the way they reflected a society fascinated by science and the unknown. In short, these movies became exploitation films because they were cheap to make, packed with sensational themes, and aimed at a young, thrill-seeking crowd. They used dramatic stories and simple effects to create movies that are still fun and fascinating to watch today.